Welcome back, everybody, to the Las Vegas Raiders franchise. Finally back after a long, extended break, just due to, as you can still hear my voice, a little raspy. But hey, we're back. We're ready to get this one going. Get ready for another season after a great season last year. 15-2 record, just falling short in the AFC Championship game. So we're going to try to get back to that spot. I believe we kind of have the same type of team, just a few differences here and there. So we're going to get through preseason here pretty quickly. Really don't have many battles to go through. Just trying to see maybe some of these young players. That's really about it. So I think the plan is to get through training camp here. And then from there, probably sim to the first preseason games and then play the third. Just to see maybe backups. That's really all we're looking for. So Max Sampson moving into year number 3. I'm hoping he takes a big leap. We bring in Jalen Waddle, a fantastic receiver. So I think this passing game is probably going to be the best it's really ever been. Run game is going to be interesting, obviously, with now Derrick Henry at the helm. But you got Jalen Jenkins, the rookie, first-round pick. I mean, this running back class was absolutely ridiculous. And he is just one of those guys that I think is going to be an absolute beast for years to come. So, you just kind of ease him in the role a little bit. He's got the speed. You got Henry still with the power, even though he's up there in age. But I think Derrick Henry's still going to perform well. He had over 1,200 yards last year for Tennessee. So I think he'll be fine. I think the running game is going to be good. We've upgraded the offensive line. I think the offense is going to be one of the top offenses in the NFL. And we have guys like Matt Samuels, who we see here, a guy we just took later in the draft, who will get some playing time here and there, but it just shows the talent we have on this team depth-wise, which you really need in the NFL. I mean, it's all about injuries, and if you have that depth to fill those injuries, you should be perfectly fine. So I think no matter what happens this year, I think this team is ready to definitely, get back to where we were last year. We just got to take that step forward and one game, get to that Super Bowl. But obviously this division, always tough. I suspect that the Chargers will have a better year this year. Kansas City's always a, tough foe. Obviously Patrick Mahomes, just him at the helm, it's always going to be a tough going for sure. And obviously this AFC is just absolutely ridiculous. But still, this team looks good. As there is Fork going through, he is hopefully going to be, a mainstay in the run defense. You have to continue to, his strength is unbelievable. That's why we drafted him. So, trying to find that, guy with Jonathan Allen gone. It sucks that he had to go. He had a fantastic season for us. But, I think Parsons, you got Fort, Sweat, I think they're all going to fill in perfectly fine. So I think up front, defensively, where we might have a loss with Jonathan Allen, I think we'll be good to go. I mean, our secondary is good. Carlos Hurts, you can see here, moving into the starting role at free safety. I mean, he is our first-round pick a few years ago, still just a normal dev. But hopefully maybe we can get a chance to get that up. But, man, he's got the size, speed. He is a fantastic player. And now moving into that starting role to really be a big-time playmaker for this defense. Up front, we know we got Max Crosby, broke the sack record last year. I mean, we bring back Uche, Owe, and then Tyree Wilson. So, man, I mean, as long as we can kind of stay healthy, I think that's the key to every season, especially a team like this. If you stay healthy, this team can do a lot of things. Let's go through preseason game number 1. Baker Mayfield now in Detroit, backing up Jared Goff. Sampson, not a whole lot there. Hendon Hooker, 13-21. Malik Willis actually didn't get any time. I'd like to see Malik Willis. I think I'm more interested to see the backup role for quarterback. That's probably one of the only positions I can think of right now that's really a position battle. Obviously, Trey Tucker, he's going to move. He's still number 4 receiver, but yeah, Lloyd Sweat with the sack. But I want to see backup quarterback. I think that's really a position to see. And just see if any other, rookies step up. So Colton Miller, looking at Greg Walters, a guy that just fell to us in the first round. I thought he was going top 5. Just completely fell to us. Right now, our right tackle, obviously, with Colton Miller at the left side. And that just secured the offensive line even more. So I think we do finesse or do we power? So we'll do power. So we'll work on that. That's awesome to see. +3 pass block power for Greg Walters. I mean, we couldn't ask for a better pick there. Guy to fall to us. We needed help really on that right side. It was a weakness. So let's see. Second preseason game. 8 of 14. No touchdowns, no picks. Hooker goes 11 for 19. So kind of the same type of stats there. He had 6 carries for 23 yards. So for backup, I mean, Hooker and Willis are going to definitely both make it. They're going to be on the team for sure. I think we're just going to see who's going to be really the backup, and we'll play this final third preseason game. We'll go through it quickly and see who's really going to be the backup. Owe with a couple tackles for loss. I'm hoping a big season from Owe. I'm trying to also find more of a rotation at the pass rushing position because, you know, when you got Uche, you got Adafe Owe, and you got Tyree Wilson, you're trying to find that rotation of guys. So who's going to get the more snaps? And, I mean, it might be a kind of thing where it's just like who the hottest hand goes. He'll continue to work with Greg Walters throughout the season, and we'll continue to upgrade him, so that's awesome. It's just going to really improve our offensive line. As we'll head to Chicago here, final preseason game, and ready to move on to the regular season after this. So here we go. We don't have really any starters in this game. It's mostly backups. So we are playing against the Bears #1 squad, so bear that in mind. No pun intended. 3rd and 4. Short, looking, one of the better quarterbacks in the league, one of the better young quarterbacks, X Factor, but Max Crosby, as I said, not every backup is in the game. Crosby gets through, getting a little bit of time, which I think is key. I think one thing that has hurt a lot of play, especially early in the season, in real life, is guys not playing the preseason. I think you got to play at least a game. I mean, not a full game, but at least a couple drives. You got to play at least a couple drives, in my opinion. But I just think you get week 1 and 2, it just doesn't work out. So I think it's a key, essential to at least play a couple drives in the preseason. So that's why Crosby's in there and some of the starters. But right now, preseason game number 3, mainly backups just to see where cuts are going to happen. We're bringing some heat here. And wide open is Percy Holcomb for the touchdown. Tell you what, this Bears team, you got a nice young quarterback in Brian Short. Percy Holcomb, a really good young running back. Chicago could be an interesting team. There's really some good NFC teams that have drafted well. Arizona, Seattle, Chicago. So it's going to be really interesting to see. Is the throw made there from Hendon Hooker over the middle? That's going to be caught off with the reception. Dawson more than likely making the team as a returner. Here's Jalen Jenkins with the carry. Jenkins got some blockers in front of him. And Jenkins will pick up a good yard, maybe around 15 up to the 42-yard line into Bear territory. Right now, I have him at the number 34. Could be changing it. As here's another rookie running back coming through, making the carry. Now, I'm not sure if he is going to get much playing time during the season, but I'm thinking he's going to definitely be the number 3 running back on the team. Over the middle, can't be brought down. In coverage, incomplete. But this is preseason. You go for it. Hooker on 4th and 8. Here comes the blitz, and he puts that out in front of Samuels. It's a touchdown. But throws behind him, incomplete, nothing there. Come back to this Bears offense. Percy Holcomb with the carry. Ball is knocked loose by Ron Lang, and it's recovered by Tyree Wilson. Ron Lang, an undrafted free agent a few years ago, Penn State linebacker, and he got taken away from us, and this year we bring him back. He might get some playing time. We'll see. I think I'll see a lot of good stuff from him. Up the middle is Jalen Jenkins, making some nice moves in space. Down to the 7-yard line is Malik Willis now into the game here. 1st and goal. Willis outside, caught. Samuels just short of the goal line. So right down there at the 1-yard line. Try to punch this one in. And it's exactly what we're going to do. Nice push from the offensive line. And that's going to be a Jeremiah Jones touchdown. So, nice job there. Nice job with Ron Lang forcing that fumble. That's what you want to see from your backups. making plays no matter what. We have injury concerns at the linebacker position, and Ron Lang comes in. You know you can trust him. 1st and 10, underneath, caught. Long is going to get beat by Cole Kmet. And finally brought down there by Jacorian Bennett and Trayvon Merrick. But they'll work their way down to the 13-yard line with 25 seconds left here in this first half. Over the middle, and there is Ron Lang again. Making a nice hit. Says, I don't think so, not around here. Short on 3rd and 2. Open and caught just down at the 1. Well, they got 14 seconds left, no timeout. So we get a sack here. It's over. That short rolling out, and he's going to take it himself, runs it in for the touchdown. So the Bears, hey, all I can say is you better move it down the field, especially when you're playing backups. And there's no reason not to. So give our defensive backups some credit. At least they're playing tough here against, the number 1 squad here of Chicago. So let's see Malik Willis. See him flinging a little bit. It's Jalen Jenkins. Nice move there. Makes another nice move. Seeing a lot from this young running back. That's why we took him. We made sure to go get him. He looked like a fantastic talent. You can see just the vision squeezing through there. And then he's got the acceleration and the speed going up top. Looking for Trey Tucker. That's going to be incomplete. But you match him with Derrick Henry. And, I think the running game. And then you don't even think about Max Sampson. I mean, Sampson's got, great speed himself, as that's going to be a sack. There is Parsons bringing down short, which I'm surprised he's still in this game here. But yeah, I think the running game is going to be really good. And then you pair that with the passing game with Jalen throw there from Malik Willis. Great throw to Austin Dawson. Sidearm delivery on the money. But yeah, and obviously, love to get Michael Mayer more involved. He only had 22 catches last year. Oh, that's a tough throw. That's a tough one. So with that, trying to get him more involved in the passing game. But I think with Waddle, that's just going to open it up. The top's going to be, you got to be careful. He can't play too crazy as he just misses his receiver there, Jabari Coleman. So you're going to have to defend over the top. That's going to leave, kind of the middle of the field underneath open. And hopefully Michael Mayer and even a guy like Joseph Good can really take advantage as David Long with the interception. Great pressure, leads to a bad throw. Our secondary is ridiculous. You got Long as our number 5 corner. Crazy. Let's see what this offense can do as Malik Willis cannot get that throw off. Looking for Coleman, but pressure gets to him. So our offense really hasn't been able to move the ball much. Not always good to see. As that's caught, that's going to be a touchdown. So the Bears take advantage. Manny Broyles goes in for the score. Chicago extends their lead here. 21-7. So less than 4 minutes left here in the preseason. Malik Willis still in here. See if we can just get a touchdown. There's Kohler with the grab. We'll see how we split stuff with Samuels and Kohler. It's just sometimes, so many weapons. It's tough to get guys involved. As Mooney, that's going to be caught. He has got some unbelievable speed. Former 3rd-round pick just right there in free agency. Might as well give him a shot. And there he is again. Outside, beating the DB. Gets out of bounds. Yeah, let's see if we can get a touchdown here. 2nd and 10, but Malik Willis is going to go down. Pressure off the edges. I'm trying to hurry up here, get another play. For the 2-minute warning, Willis down the seam, got Jabari Coleman. Another one of those UDFAs a few years ago. We saw a lot of talent in him, but he got taken away. But he is back. A 3rd and goal. Willis is going to try to keep it himself. Can't put it in. So 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to get that touchdown to put this back to a 1-score game. Willis rolling out, has some room in front of him, just takes it himself. He is in for the touchdown, obviously. A great ability from Malik Willis. One thing he definitely can do. Hendon Hooker can definitely, have really good scrambling ability as well, but Malik Willis is fantastic at it. And we'll have one last shot here, and he's going to be sacked in the end zone for a safety. That'll pretty much put this game on ice. as the Bears will get the victory 20-3 to 14. Malik Willis ended up going 11 of 23. So, not good, but Hendon Hooker 2 for 7. So, honestly, I don't know if I trust either guy. Let's just hope that Max Sampson can really... So maybe that's the only concern that I'm seeing right now with this team. If Max Sampson goes down, we might be in a little trouble. Because I don't know if I trust Willis or Hendon Hooker. I think we'll go with Malik Willis as our backup. But man, I'm just hoping Sampson stays healthy. Now, Sampson has had some health concerns, obviously, in his first few seasons. Obviously, his rookie year goes out, misses the rest of the season. He was playing unbelievably well. Last year, missed some time. And obviously, that final AFC Championship game gets hurt in the end and couldn't finish it. So, hopefully he could stay healthy. Hopefully. We'll see. Carlos Hurts, up to an 81 overall. I'm just hoping we have a chance to get him up to a star dev. I mean, it's going to really help out immensely with the, obviously, progression if you can get that up there. Jamal Fort with an upgrade. He gets up to a 75 overall. Get that a run stopper. Hidden dev, so we'll see what he is going to be. But that 96 strength, that's what you want to see. Just got to continue to upgrade the block shedding and turn him into an absolute beast. I think Devin Parsons is due for a great year. We're trusted in him. He is the main guy now. No more Jonathan Allen. And I think Parsons, 97 strength, 81 block shed. He's got 79 power moves now, 85 play rec, and 87 tackle. So I think he is in store for a great year. And obviously, here we go. Here's the key to the team. Max Sampson. Let's do improviser. 2 break sack, 2 throw accuracy deep, 1 on the run. He's up to an 86 overall. He's got that 94 throw power. Really looks like play action I think we got to work on. And maybe break sack, but that's about it. Cameron Oliver. He's just been solid. Numbers aren't always there for Oliver, but he is just a completely solid corner. Yeah, 96 speed. He's got that 86 man coverage, 81 zone, 81 press. Just got to work on his catching. Here's Jalen Waddle. Do deep threat for sure. 1 catching, 2 deep route, 1 medium route, 1 release. He's only a star dev, but I think he's in store for a big season with us. He really is. 1 catch in traffic, 1 catching, 1 deep route, 2 short route for the slot. I mean, he's only 5? I mean, the speed alone, I think we're in store for a great year for Jalen Waddle. I think we are. I think he's going to have a monster year with us. So we got to cut some 9 players here. Looks like Colton Miller. Let's see what he has to say. Keeps improving. Looks like a good one. And he has 4,500 XP. That's awesome. Let's continue to work on Greg Walters. And just make sure the left and the right side are just no problems whatsoever. And keep Max Sampson, make sure he's not hitting the ground. So we got to cut 9. A lot of these guys, I think we're just going to move to the practice squad. Well, let's cut Chris Hyde. I think Chance Preston. Let's move him to the practice squad. I like Mooney, but maybe practice squad it is. I'm fine keeping all 4 of those tight ends. Obviously, offensive line, tackle, guard. I think we're good. Good at end. Maybe Paul Wells. I'll see. Linebacker seems fine. I think Tyrone Brighton, we can cut him. I don't think he's roster worthy. Fine with those 3. I think Richardson we can cut. Parsons can move to the practice squad. And then I think we're fine there. Yeah. We're good with 5. Julius Crockett. He's got some ability, but does he make the team? I think practice squad. So we'll go with Geno Stone as the backup. And we're good at safety. So we got to get 2 more guys here. I think Paul Wells maybe could be a possibility. Like I said, I'm fine with the 3 quarterbacks. I think I'm good there. I'm good with 4 running backs. Yeah, I'm good there. Maybe not. Do we move Jones? We're going to move Jones to practice squad. We'll do Jaden Fleming as number 3. And Fitzsimmons will move to the practice squad. So that's the final deal there. So that'll bring us to regular season action. Obviously won't be in this video, but let's take a look at the schedule. You saw week number 1. We're taking on the Ravens, rematch of the AFC Championship game. Man, what a start. Then we got Denver, go to Miami. That'll be a big game. Kansas City, weeks 4 and 6. So we'll be finishing with Kansas City really early in the season. Who makes this schedule? Stupid. Really dumb. And then you got Arizona, which I can't wait to see Arizona. I think they got a lot of talent. At the Jets on Monday night, take on the Bills, and then go to LA. We'll finish with Denver in week 13. Then we got the Chargers. I mean, we're pretty much done in the division by week 14. That is dumb. I don't understand. And then we end with San Francisco and Seattle. So those games at the end could be an interesting stretch of games there. So we're ready to go. We're ready to get into season number 4. Hopefully we can make it to the Super Bowl this year. 1 game away last year gets this team we're about to start. So what a way to start off, and hopefully we can get back into it. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for all the support. I really do appreciate the patience. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Just hit that like button, and I will see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.